Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be showing you the updated teams to run for the guild boss for guild Duel, the Glyphshade boss as you guys see here. I've done a little bit of testing of my own, and also I've compiled some more free-to-play friendly comps as well, and there have been some minor improvements in some of the teams. So we'll give a good rundown, we'll do an attack of each of them, and you guys are going to see the score in actual action. So leading it off with a free-to-play Frieren team. For really budget players out there, it's just using Frieren Himmel. Himmel can potentially work at lower copies if needed. Twins can work lower, and then you have Valara here. You can replace Valara for Celise if you have, like, a Celise belt but no Valara. And charms are going to be very important, so try to get your charms on your key damage dealers of the team. And then this is going to be with the breakthrough spell. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to have to actually watch the battle if you guys want to see the actual final damage number. So just to give you a full fair test of that, that's what we're going to do. Unfortunately, there's no history feature in the Guild Duel boss as of right now. I really hope they do add it in the future. It would be a really good quality of life feature to be able to quickly scan and compare how good your teams are doing. But for right now, you will actually have to watch the whole battle play out. Now, this is not one of the top teams out there, but it just gives you something to work with when you're really limited on options. You can also think about replacing Himmel for another Wilder, like a Celise, throwing a Celise in here, just off of the Twins bond, and just because then you'd at least get a Wilder Phantom. However, even without the Phantom, is it just a decent team? 137 billion damage, as you guys saw here. Pretty decent. So the next team we're going to show you is going to be this one. This is actually an interesting team. Ideally you have Rainier at Mythic Plus. Okay, whenever you see the frontline spell, you can replace it for the breakthrough spell artifact. If you don't have frontline spell, it's just going to be slightly worse, right? Leveling up your Phantom to level 90 is going to make a difference for sure. Getting your charms on the whole team is going to make a difference. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left. There'll be formation IDs in the comment section and description. Corridon up front, and Rainier position swap Shemira. For the Rainier teams, you can try them at low copies of Rainier. However, Mythic Plus is really preferred when it comes to the Rainier teams. But don't worry, we have a really good Rainier team that actually I was able to find for my testing. And if you have Gwyneth, so hopefully you guys have Gwyneth, and then you can actually get a really good score even with the no Rainier team at all. Anyway, let's see what we get here. This is a overall decent team. It's like the budget version of Shemira because it doesn't have Contest in it. Just using Aurora rather than Contest and still doing effectively. So by all means, this is still a good team. And like I said, you can run it with the breakthrough spell if you don't have access to the frontline spell. And it is still going to be a good option for you. Yeah, this one should get around 280 billion or so damage. The boss seems really strange because, like, unless you have a form of damage amplification like a Rainier, like a Contest, you can't really do much to him. So 295 billion damage from this team. Definitely showing you that this is a decent team option. However, we have more teams to show you which are going to be doing even better. So this is the team I was able to come up with. This is a free-to-play Gwyneth team using the Lightbearer Phantom. Get the Phantom level 90 if you can, if you're running this team. Phantom buffing up Gwyneth, blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left. So you have Sonya buffing Gwyneth, Hugin in front of Gwyneth, Kruger for the physical defense debuff. And the thing is, Sonya and Kruger can work at low copies for this team. You need to have Gwyneth built though, of course. And ideally have Hugin, of course, built in Twins if you can. But even if worst case you don't have them, you can still run it. Vanguard spell because Hugin's frontmost. He's going to have the Vanguard. Basically, he's going to be a pointed Vanguard. Gwyneth's going to hit harder due to that. I don't even have the charms on Hugin and Sonya. It would make somewhat of a difference, but more importantly, get the Hugin charms. The Sonya charms are not going to be as important, and her damage output is not actually that high. It's mainly all Gwyneth. So we're going to go ahead and show you this team, but this team is doing better even than that Shemira team. So like for a no Rainier team option, this is probably the best you can come up with. Assuming, yeah, like all the other teams use Rainier. So, or if you use the Gunnar Gwyneth team, we'll show you later, which also doesn't have Rainier, but is more pay to win, of course. Okay, so yeah, this is a really solid team. It's just basically taking the concepts we've seen in other Dream On bosses like Elucia with that free-to-play Sonya Gwyneth team and basically just applying it to the Guild Duel boss and doing it very effectively. Almost all of their damage is Gwyneth, so that is why, like we said, if you have low copy Kruger and Sonya, they still get their job done. They're just here to provide the buff of Sonya or to provide the debuff of Kruger. It doesn't matter if they die after that. So you guys are seeing already breaking past the Shemira team record we've seen so far. And there you have it, almost 326 billion damage from this team. And if we have the Hugin charms, it could be even better. Yeah, Sonya's hardly contributing, so like we said, low copies can work for her and Kruger. It's just all on the Gwyneth for this team comp. So yeah, I'm really happy with that team. I think it's a really good budget option. Hopefully you guys do have Gwyneth if you don't have Rainier and all of these other heroes, because then you can still lock in a good score. Okay, the next team is this team, a no-contest Gunnar Gwyneth team with Rainier. Again, ideally wanting Rainier Mythic Plus. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Phantom on the Bond, buffing up Gwyneth and Kruger up front with the Vanguard spell. This is obviously going to be an improved version compared to the previous team, because it is using Gunnar in it. And Gunnar is one of the best allies for Gwyneth, of course, boosting her damage as much as possible. But this really will also show you that even though this team is a lot more pay to win, having Gunnar and Gwyneth, Gunnar and Rainier, it isn't going to get that much of a higher score compared to the fully free-to-play Gwyneth team we showed you before this, without Rainier, without Gunnar, because that's also just a really solid team option. But this one is going to be better, of course, if you have these heroes built. And this is going to be one of the top no-contest teams, assuming that you're not running Lamentis, because the Lamentis team is also technically no-contest, but on the more, of course, much more pay-to-win side. So let's see, 18 seconds left. We are up to 300 billion damage. It's going to be close to the previous team, but definitely it is going to be better by a sizable amount. Whoa, actually, yeah, I wasn't expecting that crazy, but 367 billion damage from this team. Very solid. It's 40 billion damage higher than the fully free-to-play Gwyneth lineup, which is good. Okay, moving on to the next team. The next team is a team from Munara. Now, this is actually now... it's a slight rearrangement of the positioning of the Shemira team I showed you guys in the you know, the infographic video before this. But this one is slightly better for majority of people. It was slightly better for me. It's slightly better for lower level of investment people. So I would say just go for this lineup, the positioning, rather than the alternate one. But they're almost the same. So if you use all your runs with that, that's fine as well. This is a very good team, scoring very highly. You want to have Rainier Mythic Plus and Contest fully built. It's with the frontline spell, but if you don't have frontline, replace it for breakthrough spell. It's also doing great with the breakthrough spell. So you can do well with that. But if you have frontline, definitely run that, because that is the best choice. And get your charms on the whole team if you can, because that's going to increase your score. So yeah, this is a very solid team. It is, it could be your second best team, or it could be your third best team, depending on if you have Gunnar and Contest fully built up. Because the Gunnar Contest Gwyneth team, that if you have it fully built, should be slightly better than this Shemira team. But this Shemira team is doing very solidly. For a majority of players out there, this is actually going to be their top team. And even with the breakthrough spell, it's actually still going to be people's top team. But with the frontline, it's even better, of course. And next week, everyone's going to have access to frontline. So like in future weeks of Guild Duel Boss, we're going to be able to run the frontline spell. So that will be good news for everyone. Okay, now the question is how high can we go, because the Gunnar Gwyneth Rainier team did very decently as well. This one is better than that, but not by a huge amount, as you guys are going to see. We barely do break that, and we get 375 billion damage from this team comp, which is very solid for Shemira. It's basically going to be near around the maximum you can expect from a Shemira comp. Okay, so we have just a few teams left. Now we have the Gunnar Gwyneth Contest team. Now, this is actually the second best team. I was mistaken in my previous video. But only if you have Gunnar Contest fully built up. Like if you have one copy, low copies Gunnar, this team can work, but it will not be as good as the Shemira team, right? So that's the point. Blue turn on the right, pink turn on the left, Gwyneth on the Bond. Kruger for the debuffs. We have charms on the whole team. By the way, I didn't mention it, but resonating level does not matter at all. You're locked in at 600 resonating level. Your artifact level should matter though, and definitely your phantom level does matter. So those are going to be the factors which do matter if you're going to try to boost them as high as you can. So this team should be capable of either getting close to 400 billion or outright breaking 400 billion damage. For this team comp, which is really solid, because the Lamentis team, which is a top team, pay to win team, that's only around 445 to 450 billion. So having a team that can get really close to Lamentis is good. And even though this is a pay-to-win team, if you've been a Dream Realm focused player for a while, maybe a mid-spender, you may well have Gunnar and Contest built, and then you can run this team and do very well. So it's looking a little bit close, right? Like, we're only hitting 300 billion damage right now with 15 seconds left. We will massively have to ramp up the damage if we want a chance of breaking the Shemira record. It's really close. Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, like, this is the thing about this team. I don't know, but this is not honestly that great for me. 378 billion is just slightly better than the Shemira team, and I have like maximum investment into this team. So yeah, I don't know how actually good this team is. I think it will come down to, there could be some RNG as well. I don't really know, but anyway, basically, either if you're running this team or the Shemira team, they're both considered top of today, and you don't have to worry about it. Now, of course, the all-time top team is this team, the Lamentis team. Aurora in front of Rainier, Rainier in front of Lamentis, Corden in front of the Phantomal. Breakthrough spell, you want to get charms on the whole team, of course, is very important. And the higher investment, you have Lamentis and Aurora. Those are going to be your two big damage contributors with the breakthrough spell plus 25 artifact, and then also the Phantom level 90. This is the top team of today by a pretty decent margin. Nothing really comes close to this team, and as of right now, there haven't even been any upgrades or refinements to this team. And so this is as good as you're going to get as of right now. Now, we will talk about how you maximize your contribution, because we didn't talk about that up until now. We're just talking about the top team to run. But you do want to make sure, whatever is your chosen top team, give it 3 runs, 4 runs, whatever it may be, to cap out your score with the RNG. And then what you will have to do is, if you want to max your contribution, you'll have to use all of your dual crests. It doesn't matter which team you use it on, by the way. Like, I've tested multiple teams, as you guys have seen. That is not going to affect my damage ranking. Your damage ranking is only proportionate to the number of dual crests you've spent multiplied by your total maximum score. So there we go, 450 billion, which is really nice. That is a new record for me, even though it doesn't show it. 450 billion is very decent. And there we basically have it. So your calculation for your individual damage, if you want to take a look at what is happening here, this is a combination of 2 factors. It's a combination of the number of dual crests you've used, and then also your maximum score on any one of the teams. It doesn't matter which team you're running with, but all that matters is you get your top score possible, and then you use all of your dual crests, and then your individual damage. So like right now we're top 7, but after I use all my remaining 2000 sweeps, we're probably gonna be, if not rank 1, definitely in the top 2 or top 3. Because I still have 2000 dual crests left to use, right? And that is going to increase my overall contribution, right, over here. Now, one important point is, and everyone should do this, after you do your couple runs of your top team and maximize your score, do not sweep and use all of your remaining dual crests. I mean, you can, especially if we're on such an, like, you know, we're obviously going to win. We don't even have to worry about it. But the thing is, these crests do not reset. These are the crests you've earned throughout the week. You will not earn any more over this weekend period. If you use them all now, you will have no more for the next 1.5 days, right? As you guys see. And if Frosty comes out with a new comp, some new team comp comes out, and it is a better team, you want to save a couple of runs for it. So like, even if you want to do some sweeps to try to get a higher score, I would say definitely try to keep at least 600 dual crests, because then at least you can have 3 attacks, right? You can get 3 attacks in, and yeah. So if you want to take a look at how the sweep function is going to work. Wait, I hope this doesn't sweep all of them. I hope it doesn't sweep all of them. I don't know exactly how many this is going to sweep, but this is basically using, I believe, your top team, and it's just going to do multiple sweeps to try and get a maximum score here. And yeah, it will do 5 sweeps at a time. So using up... Oh, wow. Oh, I used 1,000 dual crests. So now I only have 1,000 left. Now I'm going to be saving these in case a new team comes out. But as you guys can see, we're already up to top 4 by that change. And if we use the remaining 1,000 of our dual crests, we would be potentially competing for top 1. But it doesn't matter, right? We're on the same guild. Anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully it's helpful. Let me know if there's any other team that's working for you or any other tips you have. Feel free to share them in the comment section. Thank you guys all so much for watching. If there's any updated team, I will definitely let you guys know. And if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. My affiliate link is in the description of this video in a pinned comment, and you can actually bookmark this link in your browser, and whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to the bookmark link and make your purchase. It will support me and be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.